5 visuals that I need to bring you all up to date with. First, Tehran, in what I believe is World War III. A sports complex hit today. Missiles hit the Azadi complex, destroy the sports arena. Visual number 2, F-35 shooting down an Iranian fighter jet. An Israeli F-35 Adir operated by Israel, tracking an Iranian Yak-130 fighter jet. Ladies and gentlemen, explosion as the jet hits the ground. Visual 3, Israeli interceptors halting an Iranian missile. These are interceptions by the Iron Dome of Israel. Qom in Iran, satellite images showing strikes on Iranian air defense systems in Qom in Iran. Visual number 5 of an IDF strike on a Hezbollah structure, southern Lebanon. Ladies and gentlemen, southern Lebanon. And ladies and gentlemen, while these visuals are playing out, we can see that the world is divided into 3 divisions. We can see that the globe is divided into 3 divisions. The first, a group of countries which are in direct conflict with Iran, which is Israel and USA. The second is a group of countries consisting of those nations who are allies of America and the US. Military facilities are being targeted by Iran in these countries. These are the 9 Gulf nations, which are Kuwait, Qatar, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Lebanon, Iraq, Cyprus, Oman, and UAE, followed by now UK, Greece, Azerbaijan, and finally the group of 6 countries indirectly involved in this war, which are France, China, Russia, Germany, and Australia. So if you look at it, this is already very much a global war. So ladies and gentlemen, there are 10 points on why this is already a world war. First, 22 plus countries are directly or indirectly involved in this war already. This number is growing by the hour and the scale of involvement is too. If you look at indirect impact, this is 30 countries across the world. This is not a regional skirmish, therefore this is a full-on retaliatory strike at an intensive scale. And the historical point to understand is that both World War I and II started off as what seemed like regional skirmishes, like it was seeming on Saturday, before it blew up into a full-scale war. Ladies and gentlemen, the countries hosting global bases of direct players are bearing the brunt. Global energy infrastructure is today under attack. If you see the map of the Strait of Hormuz, there is a clogging of the Strait of Hormuz in a way that has not been seen before. Therefore, as of this evening, global supply chains are in suspension. Iran has slammed the door on negotiation. There's no mediation in sight. The great powers are splitting into opposing camps. Trump is calling Keir Starmer names.
By the way, I'm not happy with the UK either. That island that you read about, the lease, for whatever reason, he made a lease of the island. Somebody came and took it away from him. And it's taken 3-4 days for us to work out where we can land there. It would have been much more convenient landing there as opposed to flying many extra hours. So we are very surprised. This is not Winston Churchill that we're dealing with.
This is a clear indication that the world is dividing because of this war. Allies and proxy allies are not solidly aligned. Most importantly, the war has reached the Indian Ocean. We saw what happened off the coast of Sri Lanka. Global stock markets and agencies are predicting sustained fallouts. The Dow has fallen. Goldman Sachs has issued warnings. The OPEC is seen scrambling. Even the body that adjudicates the laws of war says that presently a chain reaction is now underway. These 10 reasons, combined with the scale of involvement of various countries around the world, now reaching almost 30, makes this, in my view, already a world war. How is this, therefore, not a world war? If you're watching this video, the only thing I would say is it's a matter of time before half the world gets involved. After that, it's anyone's guess.